I'm so out of the loop.
Yeah.
I'm that old man who doesn't know what the fuck's going on with the young kids today. These fucking kids today.
I get it, dude.
He had to tell me that little Bow Wow fakes the fact that he was on a jet, a private jet. I was like, who the hell's little Bow Wow?
That. Well, he said that he said it was his jet, and that's what he got busted.
He said he was flying on a private jet, and someone was actually on a commercial flight with him and took a picture of him because they saw it on Instagram. This motherfucker's full of shit. He's right in front of me.
That's so fucking classic. That's exactly like that dude Bear Grylls.
Yes, very
That's
similar.
the same fucking thing.
Well, it's actually worse.
He's like the Bear Grylls, but like, it's like he set up his tent like Ferris Bueller with the mannequin.
Well, the Bow Wow thing is indicative of an entire culture.
Sure.
That's just all about like showing off your flashy shit and like showing that, you know, we ballin' here, we ballin'.
Right, and I was watching a fucking documentary, a Vice documentary on YouTube about Bay Area hip hop, and the whole thing is they're talking about how it's such a fucking travesty that all the tech money came in and the area got gentrified, and the whole thing is they're like, our land got gentrified, and the rap artists talk about it, but they're like, and I got millions, you know, like it doesn't jive. You can't be complaining about gentrification and talking about
your millions, how you're balling. Yeah.
Right.
Well, not all hip hop does that. You know, there's like some socially conscious hip hop.
In the documentary, they were doing it.
Oh, they were doing it. That's so stupid. They're complaining. They're complaining to these people that make the fucking very electronics they need to make their music.
Right.
Came in and
I had a terrible time in San Francisco.
San Francisco's a trip.
I got my car broken into. I parked it outside of a fucking vegetarian restaurant, granted in the Tenderloin.
Tenderloin's terrible.
I know,
Terrible area.
but it was fucking noon. It was noon, and I parked it right outside the restaurant, and they fucking smashed my window. And then for the rest of the weekend, I was at Cobb's Comedy Club. The rest of the weekend, every single person I said, yeah, I got my fucking window smashed and my shit stolen out of my car. Every person I mentioned that to said, yeah, that happened to me too.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
And that's starting to happen in LA too, man.
Well, it's always happened in LA.
Well, like West Hollywood, the smash and grab is becoming, but dude, San Francisco is the worst.
But it's always happened. There's always been broke people that break into people's cars, especially if you leave anything like really obvious in the front seat. It's visible. It's
dude,
worth something.
I was the biggest score. Whoever broke into my car. Dude, I had my super pack. I was getting ready to go fucking film. My super pack is like. Plus, I had all the merch money from selling fucking merch.
You left it on your car?
Well, dude, I was going to film and I didn't even fucking think about it, dude. There was like
Wait a minute. You didn't think that you were going to park in one of the shittiest neighborhoods in all of California with a really valuable...
Yes, okay, yes, Joe. Yes.
But you're saying it like wow, it's so weird.
Okay, Joe. I'm dumb. Okay. I hit my head a lot, Joe. Okay.
People don't know how bad the Tenderloin is.
I didn't know how bad it was.
I know a guy got murdered there.
And for me, like, I'm like, dude, what can happen outside of a spiritual fucking vegetarian restaurant?
Oh, Jesus, a lot. That's a lot of hippies.
Parked right outside the window.
Jacked.
Plus, we sat by the window so as to see the car in our line of vision.
And still got broken into. How's that possible?
Yeah, I don't know.
Spaced out. Yeah, San Francisco is a weird place now because, like, the money that you have to spend to buy a house there is so crazy that it doesn't even make sense anymore.
Right.
Like, there was a house that was for sale for over $1 million, and it was a fucking tiny, shitty shack that had to be torn down. I mean, there was, like, literally nothing there. And people are like, this is the most piece of ridiculous real estate in all of North America.
Right.
It's all that tech money. I lived there when I was a kid. I lived there from age 7 to 11. I used to do a magic show on Fisherman's Wharf when I was 8 years old.
Yeah, I think you were telling me that you were at Cobb, or you were talking with Al about it.
About what? Yeah, we worked at Cobb's together. Yeah, but I used to live there when I was a little kid. And it was just, you know, this was during the Vietnam War. It was like hippie time. It was weird. It was just all hippies and gay people. And it was, you know, that was what San Francisco was forever until this tech boom. And now it's just fucking insane money. If you ever go on, like, I go on, like, that app Trulia. It's like a real estate app. And I go, what kind of houses they have in Seattle? Like, let's look at houses just for a goof.
Sure.
You look at San Francisco and you're like, what is 14 million buy you in San Francisco? Holy shit, are you getting fucked?
Right.
Like a regular house is like 14 million bucks.
West Vancouver is pretty fucked up too.
There's a lot of tech money up there too.
I don't know what it is, but
It's tech money for whatever reason. I guess it's just because, you know, everybody uses tech and just tons of money in it.
Right.
But those guys just seem to figure out a way to make more money than anybody. There's so much money in San Francisco, though. It's crazy.
Right. I know.
So you had a bad time in San Francisco because you parked your car in the Tenderloin with a lot of money and a lot of like
Yeah, a lot of electronic,
Yeah.
Laptop, iPad, fucking 70D every lens,
Oof.
$3,000 in cash.
Oof. Are you doing, so you're doing like these shows, are you filming them? Is that why you're bringing all this electronics?
Sometimes, yeah, and sometimes I'm just filming for whatever YouTube, you know.
Now you did your Showtime special, that was what, a year and a half ago or so?
Yeah, it was the end of 2015, and then it aired in March of 2016.
Yeah, someone getting in touch with me saying you need someone to choke you out in Texas. I'm like,
Right.
I know the guy.
Yeah, I fucking love Tim Kennedy. And dude, I'm so thrilled with how my fucking special came out on Showtime.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm really fucking
Do
thrilled.
people get it somewhere other than Showtime? Is it available on Netflix or any of those things?
I had Showtime on Demand, and then Vimeo. And
Oh, it was on Vimeo?
yeah, I think that it was I guess that it was tied up for 2 years before it can go on Netflix. So
No, so is it available now?
not yet.
Not yet, so
Not
soon?
yet. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm fucking stoked on how that came out.
Are you going to do another one?
Yeah, dude, like I said, man, I'm working on doing a comedy special where I edit in archival footage, which is sort of makes it a docu-comedy special, which I love.
Are people born to have a penis and a vagina? Have you figured that out?
I was looking up. Yes and no, I would say, after what I was reading. Most of the hermaphrodite comes from having like ovaries and testicles that are maybe
Right.
you have both at the same time. There's pseudo-hermaphrodites. Or also true hermaphrodites, and there's some sort of...
So a true hermaphrodite is someone who has both genitals?
Yeah, this is the best
Why isn't it a
explanation I've
picture?
found.
True hermaphrodites'
I don't
internal
want-
sex
I can
organs
hit it, but-
contain
Have you
both
been looking
ovarian
for a
and testicular
picture?
tissue. In some cases, that means that a ball on one side and an ovary on the other. In others, it means hybrid beasties known as ovatestes. To the naked eye, their external genitals tend to be iffy. Maybe it's a big clit. Perhaps it's
Is
a
this
teeny
an Urban
weeny.
Dictionary?
No, it's just scientific.